Hello and welcome back to the channel. I will be doing a video today on how to get more views and attention towards your Instagram stories. So these little tips and tricks, and some of these you've definitely not heard before, and most of them you probably don't do. So I would say, before I get into the video, I would really appreciate if you just hit that like and subscribe button. And at the end of the video, if you liked it at all or you want to leave a comment, be sure to do that as well. So that being said, let's get right into it. The first tip is hashtags. So hashtags are a great way to bring more attention to your stories and Instagram posts, because the hashtags that you use will actually appear on their own personalized hashtag pages. So when you go to type in that hashtag, you will see all of the posts under it. So for example, let's say I type in social media. I will now be able to see all of the people that have hashtagged social media in their posts all on one page. So finding hashtags that relate to your content and posting on your story will definitely bring more attention to your stories. And another little hack is maybe you don't want to see the hashtags on your stories. So a nice trick is to actually type them out, and you can minimize them and swipe them out of the screen so they're not seen. Or my favorite is to type out a bunch of hashtags and actually just put a photo over top of it so no one can see them. So the hashtags will still come up on the page, you just won't be able to see them. It's kind of like a sneaky little trick that you can do, and it definitely works wonders. The next tip is geotags. So geotags work wonders for smaller locations rather than big cities or countries, but either way, they both work. Let's say you're going to a little restaurant and you snap a photo, you can click the location button and you can add the location and post it to your story. So for example, patios just opened up in Canada, and you already know I was out last night for dinner at one of the patios. I was at a diner, so last night of course I put something on my story, and I can show you again here. I posted a photo of this diner and I added a geotag, and it already has one, but I'll show you again how to do that just to give you a little example. So at the top you click this button with a little face on it, you click location, and then you just type in where you are. So I was at Wimpy's Diner, put that up, put it in like an aesthetic-ish spot on your post, and then just post it to your story, so now anyone that looks at that location or that place will now see your story or your post. The next one is to engage your followers, and a great way to do this is through polls. I know I love polls, and I love seeing what percentage of people actually agree with what I'm saying. I can show you an example. So last year I did a poll on how many people were staying in the city versus leaving for university, and you can see that most people ended up leaving for university, but quite a few people stayed, and that was probably due to COVID and stuff like that. But again, a really fun way to see where people's heads are at and just engage them more into your stories and stuff like that. Another great way to do this is by tagging people in your story. So let's say you post a photo with a bunch of people in it, tag all of them, and more often than not, if someone's in a story, they will repost it to their own. So another example here is I posted a photo with my best friend Jaden, and she liked the post, so she reposted it back to her story, and now all of her followers as well as all of my followers can now see this post, almost doubling the reach that it had before. So the next tip is to post a lot on your stories, but don't have them too close together. So when you post something on your Instagram story and someone views it and swipes out of it, you automatically jump to the very end of all of those stories. But by posting every once in a while, you jump back to the beginning and make sure that you're staying ahead of all of those other people and staying relevant and at the top of their pages. The last tip for today is direct people to your Instagram stories. So in your bio, you can have something like, hey, go check out my Instagram stories for more information. Or my absolute favorite is a feature that Instagram has. It's called highlights. So you can organize your highlights into different categories and stuff, so the stories that you're posting can stay up on your page for longer than the 24 hours that it would normally be. Here you can see on my personal page that I'm a huge fan of Instagram stories. I have so many. I have things like sunsets, food, the places that I've been, so like Peru, Barbados, and I even did one for Thanksgiving, so I posted all the things that I was thankful for. And it looks great for anyone that comes to my page and looks at my profile. It just shows that I'm really engaged online and make an effort in my presence and the stuff that I post. There's so many tips and tricks for Instagram stories, and hopefully I can do another video going into more depth about some of the other ones and how to actually model your IG stories so they're very appealing to the viewer. But for today, this is all. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a comment down below telling me what you liked, and like always, please be sure to like and subscribe. Till next time.